I've got all Nola's drugs.
You silly old bugger. I told you to leave it. Now, where is it?
I hid it in the loo. I thought that was safer than leaving it around in the cell.
Does she know you've got it?
Oh, of course not. I was real crafty. She'd hidden it in the garden, so I watched her. And when she'd gone, I dug it up.
Oh, boy. I'm talking about the seeds I planted. I was going to grow myself a money tree, but you dug it up.
So what if I did?
So you're going to give them back.
It's only rubbish, so I chucked it away.
You'd better be joking.
I'm not joking. I flushed them down the loo. You're finished, Mackenzie.
Not me, Wrinkles. But your mate Maxie is. She's the one who's going to cop it.
She didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah? Well, where did you get the money to buy the dope with? Nobody crosses me, bird brain. Pity your mate Maxie won't be around to see it.
Hey, Lainey. Have you seen Maxie?
Yeah, she just went in a cell.
What are you doing in here?
Well, I sleep here, remember?
Yeah, but I thought we were going down the rec room with the others.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to get a couple of me magazines, all right?
Well, you got them now, so come on.
Well, just a minute. Aren't you going to wash your hands? You've been working in the garden, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Suppose I better give him a bit of a rinse.
Right. Well, I'll see you up there.
Hey, hang on, I'm coming with you.
What, scared you'll get lost?
No, I just want a bit of company, that's all.
Well, are we ready yet?
Yeah. Hang on a tick. I just want to hang this up with the others. There. I got the full set now.
Terrific. Now can we go?
Yeah, come on.
That smells great, doesn't it, boys?
Yeah, sure does.
Gary,
What?
doesn't the roast smell good?
Yeah. How long are we here for?
Oh, it should be ready in about 45 minutes. Listen, honey, I've been thinking, have you ever thought of contacting one of those charity organizations to get you over the rough spots?
We don't take charity.
Gary, I wouldn't even know where to go. Anyway, we'll get by somehow without resorting to that.
Well, pride is pretty expensive when you can't afford it. Denise, there are plenty of people in the same boat as you are. I mean, hell, everybody needs a helping hand sometime in their life.
We can look after ourselves.
Well, I'm sure you can. I mean, for instance, you could get yourself a little job after school to help your mum out.
Fat chance. Do you know how many kids in the area are trying to get jobs after school? Gary had a paper run once till they caught him shortchanging the owner.
Oh, now, come on,
Boys,
boys.
stop it, please.
Oh.
I don't want any trouble while we're out.
Right. Gary, you go and watch television till dinner's ready. Go on, cool down. It's a good lad. Hurry up. I'm afraid it's your turn in the kitchen. There's a couple of dishes in the sink, okay? Get on with it.
Sorry about that, Judy. They're getting too big for me to handle.
Oh, don't worry about it. Boys will be boys. Listen, I've got a friend at the Salvation Army, Captain Barton. I think I might go and see him tomorrow and bring him over to meet you. It's worth a try. See, the governor's job's advertised today?
I suppose they'll get dozens of applicants.
You applying?
Haven't made up my mind yet. You will be, obviously.
I'd be mad not to.
Yes, I guess your father would expect it of you.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, nothing. Just imagine that seeing he's obviously a careers man, he'd expect you to go for any chance of promotion.
My father was a professional soldier and would expect any officer, no matter what the service, to try and better themselves. And that is what I intend to do.
Good
The screws are watching us like hawks at the moment.
Probably because of all the dope that's floating around.
Not anymore.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go to the took before the tea bell goes.
I'll come with you.
What do you want to do? Hold me hand?
No, I want to go too.
All right, come on. Miss Ferguson, is it all right if me and Lizzie goes to the toot?
Yeah, all right. Hurry it up.
Look, what's got into you? I ain't been able to make a move at the moment without you being right on top of me.
Listen, you're in trouble.
Me? Why?
I found Nola's supply of drugs in the garden. I dug it up and she caught me, and now she's out to get you.
What?
Well, she can't bash me up, and so she's going to get you for it.
You mean I'm going to get bashed for something I didn't even do?
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to protect you.
You? A fat lot of good you'd be against her.
Yeah, I suppose so. I'm sorry. I feel awful.
You feel awful. How do you think I feel?
Ah. Well, where do you want this stuff then?
Oh, just over on the table will be okay. Oh, thanks again for the dinner, Judy. I can't remember the last time we had a meal like that.
Yeah, it was terrific.
Well, you wait to taste my chocolate cake next time.
And thanks for those clothes and things. They'll be a great help. I'll get the stove and lamp back to you as soon as I can.
Oh, there's no worry about that. Just don't forget I'm bringing Captain Barton around tomorrow morning.
You sure you won't stay for a cuppa?
I can't. I better get back to those girls. Well, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Thanks again, Judy. Boys, say thank you to Judy.
Thanks for the dinner.
Well, it was my pleasure. See you later. Bye-bye.
Well, I think I'll have a cup of tea. Come on, Russ. Let's get this thing going.
Got any more grass left or speed?
No, the cupboard's bare thanks to that interfering old bitch.
Who?
You'll find out soon enough. Now forget it.
Come on, get a move on.
Well, we made it all right.
Well, she's hardly had a chance yet. You know her, she'll make us sweat first.
All we got to do is stick with the other women all the time.
I wish Bea was out of the hospital. She'd stand up to Nola for me.
Who do you think put her in there in the first place? Anyway, why should she when you're always running with the foxes and hunting with the hounds?
Well, somebody's got to help me. I can't stand up to Nola on my own. You got me into this mess. You get me out of it.
I'm trying. If only we could think of some way to get rid of you for a couple of days until it all blows over. How about faking a sickness and getting yourself put in hospital?
I won't have to. Nola will do it for me. Or the morgue.
I've got it. Get yourself put in the pound for a couple of days.
But I'd lose me privileges and remission.
Better than losing your bloody teeth.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, I'll do it. Even if it's only for a couple of days. At least it'll give me some breathing space.
Good on you, love.
Got a minute?
Make it fast.
My supplies have run out.
So what?
I need your help to get some in.
Forget it.
Just arrange a contact to bring it in.
You want the stuff in here, Mackenzie? You organise it and let me know when it's coming in. I don't want to know anything else about it until you've sold it.
How's the porridge this morning?
What's the matter?
She might have poisoned it. One of her mates is dishing it up.
She might have poisoned mine, too.
You feel all right?
No worse than I usually feel after I've eaten that muck.
Oh, what are you lot looking at? It's me she's after. Well, I suppose I better make a move. Wish me luck. I'm not going to eat this muck anymore. I wouldn't feed this garbage to pigs.
That's enough.
What are you going to do? Chuck me in the pan? See if I care, you stupid bitch. At least I won't have to put up with your ugly mug watching me all the time.
I see. The insurance scheme's back in business again, is it? Well, I'm sorry, Maxine. This time it won't work. Instead of landing the big prize, you've got cleaning duties instead. Now, what's that worth? $2? Right. Clean up this mess.
Well, I've explained as much as I could to Captain Barton about your problems. He's come up with some really good ways of helping you.
Well, don't give me all the credit, Judy.
Oh.
Fortunately, we have a lot of connections who are more than willing to help us in our cause.
I know about the wonderful work you do, the men's homes and things like that, but, well, it never occurred to me to come to you with my little problems.
Well, they're hardly little, Mrs. Tyler. But let's get down to business anyway. First of all, let's get one thing straight. All we're interested in is helping you out of the spot you're in until you get on your feet again. It's just a helping hand. It isn't charity, all right? Good. Now, these are some food vouchers that you can use at your local supermarket.
Oh, that's marvellous, thank you.
Well, it isn't much, as you can see, but we will also be able to let you have some canned goods that are donated by several of the manufacturers.
It seems like Christmas.
And we'll approach the electricity authority and see what we can do about getting the power put back on.
Oh, could you? That'd be great. Just having some lights again will make us feel a lot better.
Well, I can't promise anything, but we'll see what we can manage, eh?
I told you he was a wizard.
Oh, sometimes I wish I was.
And last but not least, Daniels. You're on cleaning duties all day. All right, everybody move off, please.
Mrs. M, look, I'm real sorry about this morning. I wasn't feeling too good and I guess I went a bit crazy.
Well, you just have to learn to control yourself, won't you, Daniels?
Oh, yeah, I will, but I can do that just as well with the other women in the laundry.
You heard me. Cleaning duties.
Oh, Mrs. Moss,
Daniels,
please.
go.
Sam, Maxie wasn't feeling too well. Maybe I could give her a hand.
Are you sick enough to report to the sister?
Well, no, but...
Well, that settles it then. Now off you go. Right, Lizzie, to the laundry.
Righto, Mrs. Sam.
Well, if it isn't Birdbrain's little mate Maxie.
Hold on. You can't. You can't be serious about this.
Oh, but I am.
I ain't done nothing to you.
Oh, it's nothing personal. But you see, I've got to teach that thieving old mate of yours to stop meddling in my affairs. And you're the best way of doing it.
Oh, my God, I'm out of that place. Give me the irrits.
Well, you needed the rest, Bea.
Yeah, I know. Listen, how's Lizzie?
She's fine as far as... Well, actually, she has been acting very strangely. But that's Lizzie, isn't it?
No accidents, sir. I mean, she's healthy.
Well, not that I know. Why?
Oh, nothing. Look, I'll find my own way to laundry. I should be able
I
to by
have
now.
never seen you so anxious for work. You have got to change and have a shower first.
I do have to have a shower and clean enough for the laundry.
Bea, you know the rules.
Oh, all right. Just a quick one.
I'll get these. The boys love schnitzel.
Oh, why don't you get mince instead?
You reckon?
Oh, yeah, it's cheaper and you can cook it 101 different ways.
Well, that's all very well for you, Burner King, but I'm a lousy cook.
Well, I'll teach you how to cook cheaply. I've had plenty of practice at it.
Oh, would you? I warn you, I'm not very bright.
Oh, well, I'm no Einstein either, but all it takes is a bit of common sense. I mean, for instance, you bought frozen peas. And where are you going to put them? You don't even have a refrigerator. They'll go mushy in no time.
I told you I'm not very bright.
Well, you stick with me. I'll turn you into Margaret Fulton in no time.
Well, Bernie, we'll make a great team.
What happened to you? Or should I say who happened to you? Come on, up again. Come on.
Nola. She bashed me up for what Lizzie did, dumping the last of her dope.
What for? What'd you have to do with it?
Then she knew that the women wouldn't stand for anything happening to Lizzie, so she took it out on me.
Bitch. Just her style.
He's not too bad. I thought she was going to kill me.
Yeah, we can compare bruises later. She's becoming a real professional bash artist, that one. Meanwhile, I'm getting you to the sister.
No. I'll be all right in a few minutes. I don't want the screws to know B. They'll just start asking questions. Maybe she'll lay off us now that we've done this.
You can bet on it.
But, you know, the stupid thing is that what Lizzie did won't stop Nola from peddling dope. She'll just get more in from her mates outside.
I wouldn't be too sure. She's going to have to arrange another delivery man, and that's not going to be so easy. Not with the screws on the lookout.
Well, you reckon they know it's her?
They've got their suspicions, but they haven't got any proof. They asked me to help them get it.
What'd you tell them?
Oh, what do you think? After this little effort, I don't know so much.
B, I'm real sorry about the things I've done to you before.
No.
I'm real glad you're back.
Look, don't get me wrong. If I do anything, it's going to be for personal reasons. Not for the women.
Yeah, I know that. I'm still glad you're back.
Oh, yeah, me too. Filled to bits.
I'm off for lunch now. Right. Oh, in case you'd forgotten, I'll be bringing my father back with me to the prison for a visit this afternoon.
Yes, I had forgotten.
God only knows what he'll think of the place, though.
Is he visiting or inspecting us?
Visiting, of course. This place could hardly stand an inspection. Oh, by the way, Daniel still hasn't finished cleaning the corridors, even with Smith's help.
What's Smith doing on cleaning duty? She's supposed to be in the laundry.
See, that's exactly what I mean. The place is in a shambles. How's that, Russell?
Ace.
You know your mother cooked most of this? It's not bad, is it?
Gee, where'd you learn to cook like this, Mum?
This morning from Judy. She stood over me and watched every move.
Well, that's terrific. If there's any left over, can we have it for tea?
Well, you're in luck, kiddo, because that was the idea.
Yummy, yummy, Mummy. There's hot stew in me tummy.
Oh, shut up, Gary, and eat your lunch.
You can shove it. I'm not getting any handouts from the salvos or anybody.
Gary, you damn well eat your lunch. We went to a lot of trouble.
That's too bad because I don't want it. Stick it in an envelope instead of those starving kids in Africa. They're used to charity.
Oh, you ungrateful little pig.
Okay, so I'm an ungrateful little pig. Well, I'm sick of living in a style like this with a suck of a brother and a useless mother with an ass-cream friends.
You come back here, you rotten little mongrel, and apologise to Judy. Gary! Oh, shut up, Mrs. Necropopoulos, or whatever your name is. Gary, you rotten little... I'm sorry, Judy. I feel so ashamed. He should never have said those terrible things.
Oh, heck. I've been called worse than that in my time, believe me.
I've tried to teach them manners, but it's no use. The kids they mix with around here are all just as bad. It's no wonder a lot of them turn out wild, living in a do-it-yourself slum like this.
Oh, come on, they're not all bad. I mean, what about Russell?
It'll get to him eventually, too. There's no way out of it.
I think you're letting it get you down, kid. I think you need to get away from those kids sometime.
Well, I do go out sometimes when they're at school, but all I end up doing is walking around the same streets, looking in the same shop windows at things I can't afford to buy.
Why don't you start coming over to Driscoll House, you know? We could continue our course on cooking, and we could swap jobs with some of the women. You do their work, and they do babysitting for you.
I'd hate to let Gary loose on anyone.
I'd match some of my women against him, don't worry. Well, what do you think?
Well, it'd be worth a try, I suppose.
Good. Now, how about this delectable meal? I'm starving.
G'day, B. How are you, love?
Well, she can't be too bad, Lizzie. I just found her helping Daniels mop the floor in the corridor.
Is Maxine all right then?
Well, why shouldn't she be?
I told you this morning, Mrs. M, she was feeling a bit crook.
Yeah, well, she's recovering, and I'll keep an eye on her.
You have enough to do looking after yourself, B.
Don't worry about me, Mrs. M. I mend real quick. You have to in this joint.
All the same, I think you should stay off the press for a few days. Why don't you try the sewing machine? Okay, ladies, back to work.
You didn't do quite as good a job on Maxine as you did on me, did you, Mackenzie?
I was a bit pushed for time.
Our lady of the press here, our dope-pushing fiend, bashed Maxine this morning simply because she happens to be a friend of Lizzie's. And Lizzie upset our dope pusher because she dug up her supplies and flushed them down the can.
What'd you do that for, Lizzie? Because I'm fed up with seeing you dopey-eyed looking lot lolling around the place and running the risk of getting us all into trouble. Well, it was a fat waste of time, Wrinkles, because the supplies will keep coming in. And just to prove my point, see this little card here? There are quite a few happy tickets on it. LSD trips dropped on with an eyedropper. Do you mean to tell me I've got that filthy muck up on the wall next to St. Peter and the Nativity? They're going at a reasonable rate, ladies. Any buyers?
Anyone who does can forget about any protection from me. From now on, you'll be on your own.
There'll always be someone who wants to buy a ticket out of here for a while, at any price.
Oh, no, it was my fault. I naturally assumed you'd be having lunch here.
Yes, I would have, but it turned out that they fed us on the flight.
Oh, well, probably would have been too late anyway. Maybe we can have dinner tonight.
Oh, not tonight, I'm afraid. I have a dinner engagement with Colonel Matthews. You remember Matthews? Bevan Matthews?
No, I don't think I do.
Oh, no, of course you wouldn't. It's catching up with Bevan that's my main reason for the visit. Naturally, it's a good opportunity to see you again, too.
Where's your luggage?
I left it at the motel.
But I thought you'd be staying here.
Well, I didn't know what your setup was. I wasn't sure if there'd be room.
Yeah. Well, not to worry. Maybe we can have dinner tomorrow night.
Yes, I've kept it free for just that purpose. Where's Haddo?
I lost him.
Run away?
No, he died. I miss him. He was the only friend I had.
Yes. Must be difficult making friends in a new city, I suppose.
I don't really need them. I get along quite well on my own.
How are you settling into the job?
Oh, very well. As a matter of fact, the governor's position has just become available. Naturally, I've applied for it. And it seems likely that I'll get it.
Sounds as though you're getting back into your stride again.
Oh, I've organised a tour of the prison for you this afternoon. You will be able to make it, won't you?
Well, I don't see why not. I had nothing definite planned, and it could be an interesting experience.
Me? I was wondering if it was all right with you if I made a little bit of pocket money on the side. Well, nothing drastic, you know, sort of 20 cents for palm reading and tarot cards and 10 cents for teacup reading and things like that.
Oh, yeah, why not? If they're stupid enough to throw away their money, help yourself.
Well, it's not our fate, you know. I do have some powers. It's just that some people expect a big show for their money. That's how I come to being here.
You try to tell me you really are a medium?
Oh, yes. Ever since I was a little girl. But it's not enough for people paying big money. They expect a show with all the trimmings.
Oh, hello, Lainey. How was Alan?
Oh, he's okay.
You don't seem very excited about him.
Oh, it's just that he got a job up in the country picking fruit. I'm not going to see him for a while.
Cheer up, love. At least he's got a job.
Yeah, thanks, Lizzie. Hey, Babs, how's it going?
Terrific. Everything seems so different. I never realised the material in these sheets is so beautiful.
God, you've done it. Oh, I thought we agreed to do it later tonight.
I couldn't wait. Anyway, it's making work a whole lot better.
Where are you going?
To the toilet?
You only just got back.
Yeah.
You stupid little bitch. I told you to wait until you were back in your cell.
Don't get mad. I'll behave myself, I promise.
You really are a mongrel, aren't you, Mackenzie? Now you just lay off her until she comes out of it.
Back to wet nursing, eh, Smith? We make a fine pair, don't we? I dope him up, and you look after him.
Where's Lainey?
She said she was going to the dunny.
Oh, charming. Now we'll have another one of them on our hands.
Oh, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is Mrs. Morris. Mrs. Morris, my father, Major Ferguson.
How do you do, Major?
How do you do?
Hope you enjoy your tour.
I'm sure I will. It all sounds very interesting.
Well, everything under control?
Oh, yes, we managed to muddle through.
Good. Well, Father, if you'll just sign the visitor's book, I'll take you through to the acting governor.
Of course. We'll see you later, Mrs. Morris?
Yes, of course, Major.
Oh, hi. Feeling good? I'll keep me a seat on the rainbow bus because I'm hopping on.
Oh, go on, Sarah, just for fun. I've never been to a seance before.
Oh, no. It's not the kind of thing you fool around with, you know.
Oh, we wouldn't be fooling around. We do it for real. Couldn't you call down a spirit to haunt the freak?
Hey, yeah. How about Jack the Ripper?
Oh, God, not Jack the Ripper.
Now, listen. Speaking a seance for a customer, that's one thing. But playing around with it for real, it can be very, very dangerous.
Oh, we take it very seriously, wouldn't we, girls?
Yeah, honest.
But you become too involved. I mean, it stops you making decisions. You can't live life without consulting the spirit world for guidance. It becomes like a drug.
Really? How'd you like to go on a commission? 20 cents for a friend, 50 cents for a relative, and $1 for a night with Elvis.
Right, attention, everyone. The acting governor will be here in a moment with a VIP guest who is making a tour of the prison. Now, you will all behave in a civil manner and speak only when spoken to. And there will be no smoking while the Major is here, understand that?
Did you say Major, Miss Ferguson?
That's right, Birdsworth, Major. And you will address him, if you must, by that rank.
Is he a Salvation Army Major?
No, Birdsworth, he is not.
Well, this is the laundry section.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Oh, I thought you were a Salvation Army Major.
Birdsworth.
Sorry, Major.
That's quite all right, Mrs.
Birdsworth, Elizabeth Birdsworth.
No, actually, I'm a retired Army Major, Mrs. Birdsworth. One of the boys in khaki.
Oh.
Lizzie's one of our long-termers. She's almost part of the place.
Oh, I take it then that you're in charge of the laundry.
No, they wouldn't put me in charge of a chicken coop. Not that I blame them. This is Bea Smith. She's in charge.
Miss Smith?
Oh, how do you do, Major?
Well, don't let me stop you at your work. I'm quite sure that you're very anxious to get back to it.
Excuse me, Mrs. Powell. I think I might be ready for us in the dining room now.
All right. Major Ferguson?
Goodbye, ladies. And thank you for your time.
Bye. Can't you ever do anything you're told? You do not talk to a major like that. Now get back to work. All of you.
God, would you get on the freak? Anyone would think we had God on a tour of inspection.
Yeah, but did you cop on to what Pal called him? Major Ferguson. Maybe he and the freak are related.
No way that those two could come from the same family. You could tell he's a real gentleman.
Hey, come back, Major. Lizzie's got the hots for you.
Don't be such a dirty little bugger. He wouldn't bloody believe you anyway. He could tell that I'm a lady.
What?
Mrs. Birdsworth must be quite a card.
Oh, yes, you could say that. She's been out a couple of times, but always manages to get herself brought back in. I'd say it's her home now.
Sorry about that. I had to have a word with the women. They tend to get a bit out of hand when a stranger appears on the scene.
Oh, really? They seem quite a decent lot to me.
Decent? It's not the army, Father. They're murderers and thieves. You've got to watch them every step of the way.
But people, Joan, still people. Hello again, Mrs. Morris.
Oh, Major, how's the tour?
Very impressive.
Well, here's the dining room.
How's it going?
Just as I thought. Slack discipline, no cooperation. My God, things are going to change around here when I'm governor, I can tell you that.
It's so bright. Everything seems to glow from inside.
Except some of the faces. Look at Nola's face. It's like rock.
Having a good time, girls? You know, I think I'm fighting a losing battle with these drugs. Just have a look at these two, will you?
They think they're enjoying themselves as silly little buggers.
Yeah, well, they might be enjoying themselves at the moment, but Phil reckons that can change in a flash.
Anybody want their cards, Red?
Oh, yeah, I'll be in that. How much?
Oh, only 20 cents for a peek into the future.
Oh, good. Talk about Sideshow Alley.
Can I go first?
Sorry, lady, I'm first.
Oh, please, Phyllis, you've got to let me go first. I've got to know what's going to happen to me.
Phil, let her go first, will you?
Right. Now, you've got to shuffle the cards well so that your vibrations permeate through.
How long do you reckon this is going to last, babe? We can't watch him forever.
Depends. It can take another 24 hours. What I'm worried about, Lizzie, is someone can get badly hurt.
Well, that reminds me, I wonder how little Maxie is.
Well, at least we can keep an eye on Nola. If she moves, I'm going to be right behind her.
What's the matter? Well, someone close to you's in a bit of trouble.
Helen?
No, it's a female. Her physical body's in harm. It could be a disfigurement of some kind. Oh, that wasn't a very good layout. Let's do another one.
No, doesn't matter.
Oh, Meg, thanks. You got time to join us?
Yes, yes. Well, where's Joan?
She had to go back on duty.
Milk, Major?
Yes, please.
Well, what do you think of our ladies' home away from home?
Well, I found it very enlightening. Mrs. Powell's just been telling me some of the stories that have gone on behind the walls, so to speak. You certainly don't have time to get bored.
Oh, no, there's always something cropping up to keep us on our toes.
I must say, I do appreciate your giving me so much of your time, Mrs. Powell.
Pleasure, Major. You're certainly no trouble to entertain.
And I really would like to repay your hospitality. Now, Joan and I are dining out tomorrow night, and we'd love you and your husband to join us.
That'd be wonderful, Colleen.
Well, thank you. Naturally, I'd love to accept, but I think Patrick might have something on tomorrow night, and one of us would have to look after the children.
Oh, no, that's all right. I'll babysit.
Generous of you, Meg?
Oh, that's a pity, Mrs. Morris, because I was hoping that you'd be able to join us too.
Oh.
Yes, here it is. Pat could look after the children tomorrow night, so it would be perfect. It would just be the four of us.
Ah, that's excellent. I'm sure Joan will be delighted too.
It's a mystery to me how you remember all the cards and how you lay them out.
Oh, we've been doing this in the family for years. My grandmother, she was a real whiz at them. Right. Ah, a hangman. Now, that's not necessarily bad. It all depends which cards surround it. Death.
What's that mean?
Well, it means that somebody close by is living under the shadow of a very violent death.
10 points. We all know who that is, don't we, Moonshine? I've been living in the shadow of a hangman for quite a while now.
If I were Nola, I wouldn't be laughing. That card concerns the future, not the past, and I'd say the very close future.
Hey, where's Laney? Babs, where's Laney?
Hmm?
Oh. Laney, what are you doing?
It's no use, Bea. Look. It's not gonna work. Treatment's not gonna work. It's like everything else. I'll be scarred for life. I've got to cut them out now.
Laney? Laney? What about Alan?
Alan's gone to the country. I won't see him again for a long time.
But he'll be coming back soon. And what's he going to think when he sees you all scarred and disfigured? And that's what's going to happen, Laney, if you try and cut that tattoo out.
Disfigured. That's what the card said, disfigured.
Well, that's it, you see. They're trying to warn you. Don't do anything stupid, or you'll be disfigured. You see? So, Laney, give me the mirror, doll. Come on, love. Give me the mirror. That's the girl. Now, look. When that scab dries up and falls off, you'll have a nice, clear skin again. It'll be okay.
Oh, everything all right, is it?
Yeah, it is now. Look, Phil's going to stay with you, aren't you, Phil?
Yeah, okay.
Now, if anyone asks questions, like Screws, for instance, just say that she fainted and you're looking after her. I'll be back. You see this? I just caught Laney trying to cut her tattoos out with it. Her happy little trip has gone sour, you miserable bitch.
They want the stuff, they take the risks.
Oh, it was partly my fault, but I saw the disfigurement.
It's all right, Zara, you weren't to know, but this animal supplies the stuff and then she couldn't care less. Well, the cards were right on two accounts, Nola. But it's going to be your body that's going to be lying disfigured in the shadow of death, because I'm going to start carving up your face, and you had better hope to hell I don't start carving on your throat. Hey, screw!
Exercise period, ladies. Where's Dobson and Hunt?
They've both gone to the loo. I'll go and find them and tell them to go out straight away.
Okay, but don't take all day.
Right.
Come on.
a bit stiff at the moment because we've only got the acid left.
Come on, you lot, start moving. You're out here for exercise, not to laze about chatting.
God, look at old Virgo. She's in a mood. You'd reckon this was the bloody army.
Yeah, obviously out to impress our VIP visitor. We'll soon fix that, won't we?
Yes.
How long an exercise period do they get?
Usually about an hour, it all depends. Actually, they're due to go in any moment now. Would you like to say goodbye to Joan before you leave?
Oh, no, I wouldn't like to take her away from her duties. I'll see her after work.
All right, ladies, line up. Time to go back to work.
Come on, get moving, you heard Mrs. Morris. I want to see a straight line. You all look like a mother cattle. Where the hell do you think you're going? Get back into line.
Joan, don't you think
Don't worry, I can handle this. Mr. Mackenzie, I made you top dog. Now you get them back into line and into that prison.
Can't do a thing. Smith's in the seat again.
Get them back into line, Smith.
I beg your pardon.
Get the women into line.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, ladies, let's line up. Right.
Shut up that noise and get a move on! Mackenzie, get here. So, Smith's back as top dog, eh? How did that happen?
I had some supplies coming in to be a different story.
Yeah, well, you want an unlimited supply of drugs, and I want to get rid of Smith. Permanently. I think we can come to some arrangement.
I'll think about it.
You do that, Mackenzie.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then.